Hey guys, how you doing? This is another wonderful tech video tutorial how-to. Hope you guys are having a great week. And this video we are going to focus specifically on how to create and format worship lyric slides. So this is kind of a video that I've been wanting to do for a while. So this is your video for how to be a master at creating and formatting worship lyric slides. So let's jump into it. There are three ways to do this. The first way is we are going to cover how to import and create worship lyric slides from our worship songs archive, which is natively on the computer. Okay? The second way that we can create worship lyric slides is how to import from CCLI. We have a license with CCLI, so we will learn how to do a search for CCLI content and to be able to import lyrics from their database and format them for our service runner. And then the third way is to import from the internet by just using a generic lyric search for that song and being able to import that way. So number one is import from our own database. Number two, import from CCLI database. And number three, import from copying lyrics from the internet using a internet-based search. Anyway, so let's get into method number one, importing from worship slides. So as you can see here, I'm going to start from the beginning, and we are going to create a service runner from scratch. So I'm going to come up here, and you'll know this. You'll know how to do this because we covered this in our last video. So here we go. We're going to hit this top plus button. We're going to create from Planting Center Service or Planting Center Online PCO. Come down here to Sunday morning service. Click on the next service, which is August 18th. We'll click on that, and we're going to select. Now, as it imports, as it populates, the first thing it's going to ask you is, do you want to use existing content, new version, or write over? I simply just apply all and write over. So what happens when you import from Planting Center Online, within the template that was created on Planting Center Online, there are attached content that we don't need or that we need to manually load from this graphics computer. So the first thing I'm going to do is go through these sections, click here, and I'm going to unlink. That's the first thing that I'm going to do, unlink all of this stuff, because we are going to redo it, and we're going to do it the right way. Unlink, 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 and unlink. So now I have a blank showrunner. I have no content loaded, and now I can get busy. So let's focus on worship lyric slides. So let's go to song 1, and we are going to import from our worship slides. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm kind of click on song 1. Then I'm going to scroll up to our database right here that says worship songs. Double click on that. Let's import this song, Abundantly More. I don't think we've ever used that one. So I'm going to highlight it. All right. So I've highlighted it. I can see it here in my primary view. I'm going to scroll back down to our service we're working on. Click on song 1. Right. Back to worship songs. And Abundantly More, click and drag into song 1 component. And there it is. Now, as you can see, it's pretty raw. It looks like it's not been edited, and that's what we're going to do. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to attack the reflow. As you know, what we need are slides that have 2 delimiters per slide or 2 lines per slide. So I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to do that. We're going to click on this reflow button up here, top left-hand corner. That's going to bring a drop box, and it'll tell you what is on every slide. So right now I can see on slide 1 that there are 4 lines. I need 2. So there is healing in the power, and I'm going to put my cursor there, hit return, and now I've got 3, right? So the first 2 lines look good to me. I'm going to come to this line and click down all the way down here. It says insert slide break. I'm going to click that. Now, if you look up here, now I've got 2 lines on slide 1 and 2 lines on slide 2. Slide 2 looks a little unbalanced from line 1 to 2, so let's kind of fix that. This is courage in the shadow of his wings. We're going to hit a return button there. So now this looks a little bit more even, as you can see that. So we're going to go through the entire song and try to fix this up just a little bit. And I'm going to kind of work quickly so that we can, so this isn't a 15-minute video, which it probably will be anyway. So let's go over my life. Click, yeah, that watches over me. Then here we go. So here's all I'm doing is I'm kind of creating a little bit of a better flow. And by using, returning, creating 2 lines, and then just trying to make them, as you can see here, slide 1, 2, 3, slide 4 is a little woofy. So I'm going to come here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. I only need 2. So I'm going to move my cursor to the beginning of line 3, come down here, insert slide break, and boom. Now I have now divided slide 4 into 2 slides. And as you can see up here, that I've got a nice 2 delimiters or 2 lines per slide. And then except when we get to slide 8. So where blessings overflow, that's fine. Slide 9. There is rest in the goodness, which I've already done this before. So let's put a slide there. This is treasure in the kindness of my King. So now I've got 4. I need to divide to make sure that divide this into 2 slides. So I go to line 3, place my cursor, insert slide break, and now, as you can see, that divided slide, that 4-line slide into 2 2-line slides. That's what I want. So moving ahead, I'm looking at slide 11, which I need to address. There's comfort in knowing. Let's make a line there. Your unfailing love, my provider, you set me free. So slide 11 now has 4 lines. We need to make it 2 lines per slide. So I come to slide 3, place my cursor, insert slide break, and now I've got 4. So I'm looking across my slides here, and it looks like everything looks pretty even. Every slide has 2 lines. They look balanced. They look clean. This is what I want. So this is the first thing to do, is to go through reflow and make sure every slide only has 2 lines and everything kind of looks balanced and makes sense lyrically. Okay, so now I go back to my show, hit play, and here are my slides. The next thing that I need to do is I need to group these slides into like verse 1 and then verse 2 and then chorus 1 and chorus 2, whatever the case may be. Now I don't know this song, so I'm gonna work blindly here. But we're gonna go to slide 1. I'm gonna click on it, then I'm gonna right click. I'm gonna go to group, and I'm gonna call this verse 1. Now what it's going to do, it's going to group every slide as verse 1. So I'm going to work as I navigate through the song. So healing and the power, there's courage in the shadow of his wings, there's peace unending, there is freedom that washes over me. Rest in the goodness, there is treasure, my provider, where God of you. I don't know what section. So let's just say the first 4 slides are verse 1. And we go to slide 5, and let's say that is the beginning of chorus 1. So I'm going to right-click on slide 5, group, and then go down to chorus and 1. Call it chorus 1. Now, it's going to label, starting with slide 5, every slide after that as chorus 1. So let's say chorus 1 is 4 slides. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we go to slide 9, click on it. Now this becomes verse 2. Right click, go down to group. We're going to call this verse 2. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's say that 1, 2, 3, 4. The last 2 slides are bridges. That's just for the sake of argument. So I go to my penultimate slide. I right click, group, and I'm going to label that as bridge, which is right here. Okay, so now I've got all my slides accounted for. I've got verse 1, chorus 1, verse 2, and then bridge. All right, everything looks good to me. So what I need to do is now I need to create a blank slide, because we need to bookmark the beginning of our worship song and the end of our worship song with a blank slide. So I'm going to come down to the last slide, click on it. Then I'm going to scroll down to this little plus sign all the way down here. If you can see it, click on it. It's going to say add new blank slide. Yes, I do. I want to add a blank slide. It has added the blank slide at the end of the song and automatically assigned it to the bridge group. I want to reassign it to its own group. So I'm going to click on the last slide, right click, go to group, and at the bottom you'll see an assignment called blank. I'm going to assign that blank. This is important. So recap, I've done reflow, I've grouped my slides according to the section of the song they're in, and then I've created a blank slide at the end. So the next thing that I need to do is I need to set the order of the song as we rehearse it in worship. So I'm going to go back up to the beginning of my song, over here to my arrangement tab. There it is. Click on arrangements. Now, what I've done so far is my master version. I want to create a new one, a new arrangement, because I don't like to mess with the master. So new arrangement, and we're going to call this August 18th, 2024. All right, so now any changes I make to the song are going to be changes made to the August 18th arrangement. Okay, so I know that I want my blank slide. I'm going to click and drag. The song is going to begin with a blank slide. We're going to go to verse 1. Let's say that there's a blank after chorus 1. So we go blank slide, verse 1, chorus 1, blank slide, verse 2. The song goes back to a chorus, right? Then we have a bridge, and then the song ends with a double chorus. So I'm clicking and dragging according to the navigation of the song. And here I have our song arranged how we do it on Sunday morning. So let's recap. I've done reflow. I created 2 lines per slides. Then I grouped them according to their section of the song, verse, chorus, bridge, etc. Now I have arranged the song in the order that we like to worship to it, or like to perform it. Then I need to do 2 more things, and that is on the blank slide, I need to add. I'm going to right click on the blank slide, and I'm going to add action, clear all. So go to clear, clear group, clear all, and you'll see this little icon with an X. That means every time I go to a new song in my showrunner in ProPresenter, and I click on the first blank slide, it's going to clear what is being shown up here. And I want to do this because if I go from, let's say, a media slide, let's say that we're in the service and we're showing our like giving slide and connection slide, and then, or let's say, for example, we do our Apostles' Creed. So we show our Apostles' Creed slide, and then we go to song 2. I need to transition on the stream. I need to transition from media slide to worship lyric slide. So this will clear the media slide, and then the next thing I need to do is I need to select every slide in the song. All right, so we're going to come down, hold shift, left click. It's going to grab every slide in the song. Then while I'm still holding shift, I'm going to right click. We're going to come down, add action, and we're going to go to audience look, worship lyric slide. So every slide is going to have the worship lyric slide look for the stream. This is important. So if the worship team goes spontaneously and I'm jumping around from slide to slide, from verse to bridge, or whatever the case may be, every slide is equipped with that worship lyric slide, which is what I need for the stream. So this is how we create, import worship lyric slides from our own database. In the next video, we're going to take a look at how to import and create worship lyric slides from a CCLI search.